Hello viewers, grace and peace be multiplied unto you. You are all welcome back to our learning section. Last week we learned about the sun, and we said that the sun is a star and it is far away from the earth. And we got to know that it is about 4.5 billion years old. So meaning the sun is very old. And we know that the sun is at the center of the solar system. So today we are looking at formation of day and night. Formation of day and night. And our objective for today is describe the formation of day and night. Describe the formation of day and night. And the next one, list at least 3 importance of the sun. List at least 3 importance of the sun. So meaning by the end of this lesson, the pupil should be able to describe the formation of day and night and be able to list at least 3 importance of the sun. Now, keywords are axis, east, west, photosynthesis. Axis, east, west, photosynthesis. Now, axis is an imaginary line that helps an object to spin. It's an imaginary line that helps an object to spin. And the east is the right side of the compass. The east is the right side of the compass. And west is the left side of the compass. And our last keyword, photosynthesis, is the process where plants produce their own food with the use of sunlight and water, air. Okay, so let's come to our lesson, day and night. Now, how is day and night formed? The earth is rotating on its axis. As I said, axis is an imaginary line. So the drawing here is talking about the earth, and this is the axis. So with this axis, it helps the earth to rotate. And whilst it takes 24 hours to rotate around the sun. It takes 24 hours to rotate around the sun. So let's say if it starts in the morning, it will end at the next morning. That is 24 hours. And if it starts in the evening, it ends in the evening too. So when the sun is there and the earth rotates, it goes round and round. The part of the earth that faces the sun, the part of the earth that faces the sun gets light. So when it gets light, meaning that part is daytime. The part of the earth, it's like the diagram here. You can see that this part is facing the sun here. So the sun gives this part of the earth light. So this place is having daytime. And the one that does not face the light, the one that is away from the sun, it gets darkness. So meaning that time, that place will be nighttime there. So when the earth rotates again and it goes round, and that place faces the sun, it gets light and that place will be daytime. While the other side will get darkness and it will be nighttime there. So let's take it that we are in Accra and it's in the morning in Accra. When you go to Singapore, it will be evening. So meaning Accra is facing the sun, while Singapore is away from the sun. Do you understand? Alright, so the sun appears to move across the sky. What do we mean? Most of the time when we are walking, we see that the sun is going forward. It is not the sun that is going forward. As we are going forward, it looks like the sun is going forward, but the sun is at one point. It does not move. It is fixed. So it is the earth rather that goes round. So when we are moving, the earth moves. It's not the sun that moves. So The sun appears to move across the sky from east to west. From east to west. So you see the sun in the morning when you wake up, you see the sun rising at this side. So meaning it rises in the east. That's the right side. It rises in the east and it moves all the way during the midday. You see that the sun stops on top of your head, and then it continues to move again and gets to the west in the evening. So the sun rises in the east in the morning. In the evening, the sun sets in the west. So the sun rises in the east in the morning and sets in the west in the evening. So this is a diagram of the sun. The sun rises here from the east, moves, and then it's in the middle. That's where we have the midday. Then it goes to the west and then sets there. Do you understand? Okay, so we know that the sun helps us a lot. Without the sun, we won't be able to live on this earth. We say that the sun keeps us warm. So let's take that there will be no sun. We will be frozen, and every living creature on this earth will die. So that's why we have importance of the sun, because it helps us. Let's look at the importance of the sun. So importance of the sun. Importance of the sun. Now our first point here says that the sun helps plants to produce their own food. The sun helps plants to produce their own food. That's photosynthesis, as I explained earlier. So the plants use water, uses air, and we say that with the help of sunlight too, the plants gather and prepare their own food. Now our next point is it gives the earth light and helps living organisms to see clearly. It gives the earth light and helps living organisms to see clearly. So when you're in a room and there is no light, I hope you'll be able to see, because the light that helps you to see clearly. When you're in a room full of darkness, that's the same way that during daytime the sun helps us to move. It gives us light and then it helps us to see clearly. Now our next point is we get vitamin D from the sun. We get vitamin D from the sun. Now vitamin is one of the nutrients that we get, and the sun gives us the vitamin D. We have A, B, C, D, E, K. With the sun, it gives us the D. And with that one, then it means that we get energy from the sun, right? Because if you are getting vitamin, it is the energy that we get from the sun. And mostly, it's not during the whole day that you get the vitamin D. It's in the morning when you walk around and the sun comes out, you get that vitamin. And our next point is we use sunlight to dry our clothes. We use sunlight to dry our clothes. So whenever we wash and we dry our clothes on the line, the sunlight helps our clothes to dry. Most of us will be using dryers in the homes. Those of us who don't have dryers, we use the sunlight to dry our clothes. Now next point, farmers use sunlight to dry their food crops. Farmers use sunlight to dry their food crops. So let's take the cocoa, for instance. When you open the cocoa pod, the beans inside, before we get our chocolate and all that, you're supposed to dry the cocoa beans before you be able to get that. And pepper too, farmers dry pepper. So meaning the sunlight is very helpful for us. It is one of the major sources that is essential for every living creature. Let's go over our lesson. I said that day and night is formed by the earth when it moves round, and the part of the earth that faces the sun gets light. So that is when we have daytime, and the part of the earth that does not face the sun gets darkness. So with that time we have night there. And we say the sun appears to move across the sky. That is what we see. But the sun is a fixed object. It doesn't move. It is the earth that rather moves. And whenever it rises in the morning in the east and sets in the west in the evening. And we say, like, if it's in the morning here in Accra, we go to Singapore, in another country, it will be evening there. And when it is evening here, there it is in the morning. So we come to the importance again. We say that the sun helps plants to produce their own food. It gives the earth light and helps living organisms to see clearly. We get vitamin D from the sun. We use sunlight to dry our clothes. Farmers use sunlight to dry their food crops. I hope you too will be able to get some importance of the sun. Try to search for more importance of the sun. We'll meet next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.